Hey everyone, we're doing a live feed tonight here from Alleyvision Studios. I've been super excited about this thing I've been doing with the double tree ring pour, tilting it to an extreme. And we're going to see what we can do on an 18 by 20 tonight. This is a little 8 by 10 that I did. It's kind of what I'm going to shoot for tonight. Try and get some of that color perspective going on the same way. We'll see if it works out. That's the thing about pouring. You never know what you're going to get until you get it.
We're also testing new equipment, so this is why we're doing an impromptu pour.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Because if you tuned into the last one, we had a whole bunch of technical difficulties, and
the difficulties were solved by spending money on the proper equipment.
Apparently they were financial difficulties and not technical difficulties.
Feel free to donate.
Yeah. Anyways, or at least subscribe, because we're trying to hit that 100 viewer point.
We really are. We're working towards that. We're almost there. We're at 94. We only need 6 more subscribers, and we can name our channel.
I'm just going to go ahead and move the canvas aside here for a second, because I want to show you in the cup what's going on with the paint.
No, just put it on top of that.
All right. Well, I don't want to drip it all over it.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
All right. Well, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to just break the canvas into 2 portions here. I'm going to do sky and I'm going to do land, and I'm shooting for a kind of a desert feeling landscape. So it's going to be a lot of yellows and ochres and things. So I'm going to start out with some white on the bottom here. We're going to do the sky cut first, and then I just have a huge selection of blues here. I'm going to bounce back and forth between different blues of different hues and see what we can do. I like to bounce the blues with the purples next to each other. So I'll take a different color purple and then do a blue next to it. Another blue. We're going to do what we can do here. Got a different purple, of course. Across this way, we had some metallics there. We have base colors. We're going to mix them back and forth and then just play a little more white in there, because we want to make sure that the white keeps coming out in there to make us get that little cloudy, happy little clouds kind of feeling there. And then we go with a little more of a green, aquamarine kind of a color there. What do we got? This got cobalt metallic, of course. Well, that's going to be something bitchin', that's going to be good. And then a lighter blue next to it. We're just filling that cup up. We're going to get it up nice and full here. And then I'll dance some white again over that, because we want to make sure that the white stays in there, but not too much. Just enough to cover it all over. It'll peel back in down around the sides. Then I'm going to do a couple of darker blues here. And remember, you're filling it kind of backwards here, but it doesn't really matter in a tree ring pour, because it's all going to get all stretched out here in just a minute. Oh, there we go. And there, we're trying to get to about 2/3 full here. So I'll go back to some purple. Kind of crisp a little bit, layer it back and forth. We'll see how it all comes out. However confident I am on how I think it's going to come out doesn't mean really anything until it does. So that's all good. And then we're going to top it off with a little white here. And a little tiny squirt right in the middle, real hard, of yellow right through the middle of it. Boop. We'll see what that does. Should be something wonderful. Okay, and then that's our sky cut. So now we're going to go ahead and start on the opposite end of the spectrum here with our land cup. I'll put a little bit of black at the bottom, and we got Yorkshire Terriers and Carrion Terriers attacking each other here. It's apparently WWF, doggy F, as we like to say in our house. And then yellow, nice bright one. And then we'll put kind of a sandy color next to that. And again, filling the cup. Filling it up. Now, yellow is kind of your bright poppy color in this one, so that you're going to bounce back and forth, and then that black just keeps teasing it. It's a little harder to fill this up, but luckily, my wife is a master of mixing and has like 17 different colors of yellow over here for me to go through. And we'll pop a little bit of burnt umber again in over here. And then I'm going to come in with some yellow. That nice bright yellow there. I'm still trying to fill this cup, so I don't want to be too shy about it. And a little bit of black metallic now. Let that fill in. Don't want to use that too much because we really, you know, don't have a lot of that laying around. There we go. That's really nice. Just keep filling this cup, filling the cup, filling it up. Put a little bit of just, let's go ahead and go with this color right here, Naples yellow. That's a whole different shape yellow there. Taking a little longer here to get this one full. We have little smaller squirt bottles and mix it back and forth. Gonna get something exciting out of this, but still playing with that whole what's going on with the yellow thing. All right. And we're gonna go.
You guys do.
Ah, doggy F. What's going on? What are you gonna do? A little metallic yellow in there. Put the other yellow next to it. They seem to play a little better when they're next to each other. I don't know. Birds of a feather flock together. Lay a little black over the top there. All the way over the top. We're almost there. Black to come out first on top. Oh, a little white there. That's a dirty bottle. Sometimes that happens. And now we're going to go ahead and tease just a little blast of the yellow metallic. Again, right through the middle there. See what happens with that. Should be interesting. All right. Now I got a little muss where I don't want it on the canvas there, but that's all right. I'll deal with that because it's okay if it's bottom, but it's not okay if it's top. There we go. That's better. Okay. So now, really the whole idea here is we're going to pour 2 tree ring pours, start at one end of the canvas. We're going to stretch them and mold and meld them together. So I will start at the top. Now, I don't pour such a nice tree ring as Heather does, but I'm going to stretch it anyway. So, but again, you want to start with a nice big wide circle. Just fill that in. I kind of go a little square here, actually, to make sure that I can get into the spot I want to be. Let's go ahead and fill that in real nice. Get closer. See that color start to come out. Bring that blue back up into the yellow a little bit, maybe. Got plenty here. We're going to stretch it anyway. We're going to stretch it over that way. Everything is going to get stretched here. So we're just going to create some lines. I'm going to leave a little bit in the cup here because I found I usually wind up needing that at the end when I thought I didn't. And then I'm going to go here too, down the bottom. We'll get black to start out with. Bring that yellow in. Nice and big to start out with. Get this corner down here a little bit. Start to bring out some of those other yellows in there. This way a little bit more. It's okay. Just get it nice and full where you want it. Got a little bit of stretching to do, but if there's too much black in one spot, then just go ahead and try and get some more yellow into that. All right. Didn't leave very much there. Now we're going to start to stretch it a little bit. I like to actually go ahead and right here at the beginning, just take and pull everything over the edge a little bit.
You're bumping the table.
Am I bumping the table?
Everything's good one.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and stretch it over the edge here a little bit. Right here at these corners. Because everything's going to go ahead. And then I'll go ahead and pick it up. Stretch it back just a little bit to get these edges covered. Now I'm going to begin to stretch the skyline. Everything looks all cluttery right now. We'll get it to stretch out here really nice. Just going to go ahead and bring all that paint back up this direction. Maybe we'll get a nice mountain out of that. It's hard to say what's going to happen there. See the
come to your left
race for the viscosity there. Everything Everything has to, and this is where like you're tilting about how you're controlling that horizon line, what you're getting out of that. I'm going to come back up because I want to just radically go this other direction real quick here because I got to get some paint back over in that side over there. So we're going to wind up getting a mountain out of that. I can see that. There we go. Stretch, 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 let it stretch. Got it to that edge now, and then watch us pull it back. Pull it all back down now. Come back down and get even again. We'll bring that horizon line back down to where we want it. Maybe get a nice little hill out of it. Gonna start to go this way a little bit. Extreme tilting. Again, I want to get that to roll over that edge. So I'm just going to go real extreme to get it right to that edge. Now we're going this way. Bringing it back. Try and get that nice even roll over it. I want to keep that horizon line where I want it. Ooh, look at little cells popping. A little bit of cells popping there. Rolling this paint over the canvas and stretching that out. Wouldn't think that was a ring pour, that's for sure. Okay, let's get this back down this way a little bit here. Radical tilting, a lot of paint left on there. This is where we get a little bit of terrain features when we do this too, and the sky stretches out a little bit. How we stand in focus over there, babe?
Doing pretty good. You're a little bit out of frame. There you go.
We're just rolling that edge off now. Yeah, remember I told you that I saved a little bit over here because I kind of find sometimes that I might need a little bit more, and usually where I need a little bit more is right at this leading edge because there's just not quite enough paint there to roll, and this will wind up rolling off almost all of it, but sometimes there's just not quite enough there to keep the momentum going. There we go. Get that to roll all the way up because I think we've got a whole bunch of paint down here. Once I can get that to roll off up top there, then we can just go ahead and pull everything else down. Ooh, look at the yellows and the green we got over there. That's a nice little swirly thing. Still kept that horizon line pretty decent overall here, and we're gonna make that end give us a nice little dip here once I get it over that edge. Told you, sometimes you need just a little bit more. Sometimes you also just tell your dogs to shut the heck up. Let's get a little bit more there because we just want that to roll over. It just needs that momentum. Just a little bit more, and it'll have that momentum. Nobody minds a little white over there anyway, really. You know. Okay, well, it's looking good now. So we got one little corner down here we have to deal with. So we're just going to let this all kind of roll down now. That's the plan. And this should make the horizon line come down and get that nice big fat edge of paint I have over there in the right spot. Just working that last little thing we got to get covered down here. Go tease this in too, because again, sometimes it just takes a little bit of. We can't get that momentum going there. Maybe I should have had a little tiny more in my cup. But you'll see it. It'll all flow out just fine. It's all about working with what you got and getting what you want. Still trying to keep that horizon line crisp. I don't mind if it eases down a little bit to one side or the other because it gives you kind of this, you know, the feeling of the earth doing its work. All right. Well, you know what? I think where do I need to center, babe? This way?
The other one. There we go. Perfect.
There we are. And that's the double ring pour.
Landscape.
Stretched. And this is the desert dune version. And bada bang, bada boom. Hope you all enjoyed the little test run of our video up and my exploration of this new thing to me, making it happen for everybody out there in TV land. I'm Ha. I'm Wah. I'm Wah. I'm Ha. I'm everyone. I don't know what's going on.
I'm Ha.
I'm Wah.
And we're Alleyvision.
We're Alleyvision. Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.